Hey guys, how is it going? It's Emblems by X here, just giving you my very first tutorial on making your emblems on Black Ops 2. You're looking at your Entei here that didn't take me too long to make, but you know, it's not too difficult. It's probably a good one to start with if you haven't had much experience with making emblems and you see all these cool ones around, you're like, oh my gosh, I want to make those. And this is my new channel. You guys can make any requests you guys want. And I'll teach you guys how to do this, and here we go. Okay, so you're gonna save that, whatever. Alright, you're gonna go to your emblems and start a new emblem. Go to layer 1. Here I'm gonna zoom out for you guys. Let me focus in. Okay, so start up with layer 1. First, you're going to start with your background. You can use pretty much anything you want. I prefer to use the square because it's just, I don't know, simpler. I chose black. You can choose whatever color and just set that layer in. Then you're going to move on to making the actual neck. Go to your second lieutenant symbol and place it about, I'd say, right there is good. And change it to brown. It's going to be the first part of his neck. Then you're going to move on to the same thing. I mean, you could just copy paste whatever, you know, but just did that there. And about right there is good. And just so you guys know, I'm actually not putting into completion of how I'm gonna have it. I'm just kind of going with it, and I'll resize everything and have it perfectly later. So this is just the basic shapes that you're gonna use. Alright, so you're going to copy and paste that one there. Hold on, here we go. Copy paste. You're going to move it out, change it to brown, and just about right there. Do the same thing again to make it wider, and turn it a bit. And right there is good. So you've got your basic outline there. And the reason I did two brown rectangles there instead of just one to widen it out is because it's not just a perfect rectangle, it's actually somewhat triangular. So I tried to set that one perfectly there. Okay? Then you're going to move on and continue with his neck. Just starting with the fur here though. So you're going to move on to the golf flag, which is always good for hair in here. And turn that a bit, shrink it, put it about, I'd say right there. And make it brown. Maybe a little bigger. Okay. Then what you're going to want to do, you can move on to the actual red part of his face, which I call the shield, I guess. You're going to start off with a red square. About right there. Do some covering. Doesn't have to be perfect right now because it's just it's a fill in. Then you're going to go back and you're not going to use this triangle here because it's sharper than that. So you're going to move on to your triangle wide here and start with your bottom piece. You're going to hit R3 to free scale and do a lot of free scaling. You're going to shape that, have it pointing directly with the brown part here. Probably a little bigger than that. And make it the same color, red. Then you're going to copy that, paste it, and move it out a bit. You're going to use actually two triangles for this part, so you're going to make this one a little wider. Move it a bit, copy that, paste it, move it up and turn it towards it so that it's nice and wide like that there. And then you're going to copy the same one, paste, and make the tip here. About right there looks about right. Okay. So now that that's pretty much done, move on to the eye. And you're going to go to tools and use the fedora here. Remember, nothing perfect right now, just kind of going with it and then reshaping later. And you're going to leave that part white. Then you're going to move on, get a circle, shrink it down, free scale to make it more of an oval shape, change it to a deep red, about maroon right there, and scale it just so that it looks about like that. Here, I'm going to zoom in for you guys so you can see the eye while I'm doing it. Okay, about right there. Then you're going to copy that, paste it, change the color to black, shrink it down a bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here, there you go. Shrink it down a bit. Have it about right there. Actually, I'm going to change this color a little brighter red. And then you're going to do the same thing with this one, but this time it's going to be white for the reflection. And shrink it to about there. There's right, pretty good right there. Okay. And you're going to turn that a bit. Alright, now we're going to move on to the yellow hair that he has. Let me zoom back out. And for that, you're going to use your handy dandy, where is it? That I often use as the main here. I'm going to flip it, hitting select, and line it up about right there. You're going to put it behind all of this red part here except for the plate, like the square part here, and then right in between there. Have it not completely aligned with that, shrink it a bit, but I'd say right there. Have it turned a bit more, and then make it yellow. About that's a good yellow right there. Copy that. Oh wait, hold on. Copy that. Yeah, I gotta flip that again. There you go. Okay, now copy paste up here and turn it. And this one's gonna need to be pointing more upwards. A little bigger, I'd say. About right there. Maybe a little bigger. And make this one bigger too. Alright, so that's pretty much done there. Then you're going to move on to the metal, I guess, plate of his fangs. And you're going to start off with the actual more blunt triangle, the pyramid here. That's going to line up with his eye. You're going to turn it to gray. About there. Turn it a bit. Do some free scaling. And that looks about right. Then you're going to copy and paste that layer and move it over to the other side, pretty much exactly the way it is, just a mirror image almost. Lined up there. Then you're going to move on to the rest of it by going to your second lieutenant again. Shrink it down a bit. Widen it up because it's going to need to be pretty big plate. I mean, he's got some giant fangs there. Change it to gray, same color. Copy and paste that to the other side. Then you're going to move on to this part right here, your half heart. And that's going to finish up the fangs. You can change that to gray too. Line it up a bit. Copy and paste for the other side. Flip it. Maybe do some thick scaling. Then you're going to want to go back, make sure that these lines here are actually going very parallel with the fangs here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can see what I'm talking about. See how on the left side it's more kind of curved and on the right side it's more pointy? You actually want it to be more like the right side. So you're going to go back over to the other one here, stretch it out a bit, and have it lined up perfectly. You can move this around too. See, just like that. Alright. Then you're going to need your private first class. Turn it around a bit. Line it up here. Stretch it out. Turn it to black. So that it has that little 3 kind of view, I guess. And then you're going to need the mouth, obviously, so you're going to use a half circle for that. This one you're going to need to put behind the fangs and all that, behind the actual red plates, just not behind this red part. See how it kind of sticks out there? So you're going to leave it there. Shrink it down so that it's not too noticeable, and then change it to the same peach color. See, so you're gonna have to, if yours is looking like mine right now, you're gonna have to do some scaling and fix it up. See, so now you gotta fix these up. Put that about right there. Move this up in front of that. Alright, so that's looking pretty good now. Then you're also going to do some outlining for the yellow hair part. And that's going to be your smile outline here. Freescale it, turn it to black. And you're actually going to have to double up the first one down here, because as you can tell it's kind of hard to see. So place it about right there. Double that up, move it out, see it's thicker. And then you're gonna use actually the same thing. So copy and paste, and you're gonna move it up to this one, but actually flatten it out more so that it follows the curve. And then you're gonna just pretty much complete the hair. You're actually gonna need one more outline for the red plate on this face. You're gonna use your second lieutenant again, stretch it out until it's a perfectly straight black line that is about right there. And I'm actually gonna have to fix this up a bit because the red plate I'm looking at here needs to be more upwards. So do some fixing there. Then you're gonna move the black line in line with the triangle here. Okay. Then you're pretty much almost done. You just gotta add some more hair with the golf flags. You're gonna flip that, add this one up here, and you're gonna put it behind the, once you turn it brown, you're gonna move it behind the, here I'm gonna zoom out again, behind all the yellow hair, just like that. I'm gonna copy, oh, oops. Copy and paste up here. And you're gonna follow that. Move it back. again behind everything. And then I messed up somewhere, so I have a free layer. Let me find it. Here we go. So copy and paste, flip it, and then just complete your hair right there. And there you go, you've got your Entei. It's all completed. I mean, you can do some more scaling if you want to make it look more like the Pokemon picture if you can. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Continue to watch my videos, subscribe to my channel, and submit any requests you guys have. I will most likely do them because I have nothing better to do. So, there you go. Thanks for watching Emblems by X, and have a good day.